video is to demonstrate some of the changes from Evergreen version 1.4 to 1.6 with regard to reports. On 1.6, we will have three ways to access the reports interface, two of which are new. The first you will see is here at the start screen. We will have a button to click on to just access reports directly. The other new way to access reports is under Admin, come to Local Administration, and we now have a drop-down menu where you can access reports that way. And then there's a way that we're all used to seeing by clicking on this Local Administration, our classic way. You will see this is what we're used to seeing before, and just click on Reports. The biggest changes that you will see to the interface are within the template creation area. So I want to take you there by clicking on Create a New Template for this folder. Most of this should look familiar to you. However, you will see something new here in the upper left area, and that is a column for nullable and a box to check Enable Nullability Selection. When I go to select a template source, such as ILS user, and I open the tree, I will now see this column of default. That's fine. That's really what you're going to be using for the most part. Default will mean that report templates creation will work the way it always has. And so you just keep selecting what you need to select and leave that as default. This Enable Nullability Selection checkbox, just leave that unchecked. We will cover this option in the Advanced Reports training session that will be offered the day before the Pines annual meeting. The next thing I'd like to point out is that 1.6 will have new features, and if you have new features, then you're probably going to need to run reports off of those. So you may notice that there are going to be a few additions in the tree as you go down, such as if I go to ILS user and all addresses, I now have replaces instead of user. Well, replaces is an option that we could potentially implement in 1.6 down the road, where a patron can actually put in a pending address in their OPAC account, and a staff member can then go in and approve it. Well, we may need to run a report on something like that, and so that's now going to be an option available. If we do end up implementing things like this, we will certainly create templates for everyone to use so they can run such